What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Roy's Customs. Today I'm going to be finishing up my sub box, so stay tuned. So I had this small spot right here that I ended up having to refill with fiberglass because it was a big giant air bubble, and whenever I was sanding it I ended up going through the air bubble. But anyways, I did get it patched in, and now I'm going to actually be using a little bit of glazing putty. I got two things of this. Hopefully that'd be enough to go around the whole thing, as to it does need a lot of spots. It has a whole lot of low spots, so I am going to kind of glaze the whole thing. So, and I'm going to go ahead and fill that in with the glaze too. It's not like real deep holes or anything. So anyways, I'm going to get to all that. Yeah, I went ahead and picked up some new spreaders because all mine are getting pretty crusty looking, so. So I'm gonna go ahead and let that coat dry, and then we'll get to sanding it down with some 320, and then I'll hit it up with another coat. Okay, so now what I'm doing is I'm actually soft blocking this, but what I'm using is just an AutoZone rewards card I had laying around. What I do is I wrap it around 4 times, which is about the right size, and all it really does is it gives you some flex, but at the same time it'll keep it pretty level. So there's another good use for your AutoZone rewards card. It'll help you actually find all your low spots. It'll even help you find high spots, of course. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna finish this up, and then I'm gonna put my second coat of glazing putty on, and then I'll end up doing it again. This is actually 320 grit. Okay, so now that I got it blocked, all I'm going to do is I'm going to just wipe it down dry, just with a dry rag. I'm not going to use... Okay, so now that the second coat is done, let it dry. It really needs to dry for 20-25 minutes. I'm probably going to let it set a little longer. So it'll be totally dark by the time it gets dry, so I'll be inside by then. Alright, so I went ahead and I finished this all up last night. I went ahead and shot it with some rattle can primer, just to give it a nice coating. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to block it with the 320 real quick, and all this is going to be for is just to kind of knock off whatever overspray and stuff is on it. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use that filler primer, and I'm going to use my paint gun. I'm going to try to make a few adjustments, see if I can't get it spraying a little bit better, maybe make a nicer fan and stuff. Maybe if I toy with the adjustments a little bit, it might actually help. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do this and get it ready, and then get my paint gun ready and stuff, and see what I can do with that. Okay, so now that I got it sanded down and wiped down, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get some more of that filler primer ready for the paint gun, and, well, get it in the paint gun, and then make some adjustments and see what happens this time around. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to shoot it with the second coat, and then the can says that after an hour you can wet sand, so I'll go run some errands, and then I'll be back to wet sand. It did seem to work a little better, but it's still not much more than just a good primer gun. If you play with it a little bit, you can get it to work out okay. So anyways, of course I got it propped up so that I can go ahead and get hit like underneath. There's that ridge there. Okay, so I'm just gonna shoot it with a light coat, a first light coat. Okay, as you can see, I got the first coat on, the first light coat on. I'm gonna let that dry for about 15-20 minutes, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna hit it with a little bit heavier coat. Well, since I had actually ran out about halfway through clear coating it last time, I decided to go ahead and just wet sand it, and that way I could start all over again basically. I did go a little too far over on this side, but I did touch it up and it should be fine. Looks pretty good actually, and it should blend well once it's clear coated. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started on that. Okay, so we're gonna see how this turns out. It's got 3 coats on it, so it's got the 2 light coats and then the medium coat. So, like I say, we'll see how this turns out. It's actually showing some refraction and it's sparkly, and so it looks pretty cool. Okay, so now that we got all the sanding, priming, painting, clear effects, clear coating done, now it's time to put our carpet on. I got this Loctite spray adhesive. It says 200 middle, but it should be good enough. And got your Stanley knife, which actually is a hyper tough knife, but anyways, and this 36 by 72 inch piece of carpet. It is basically speaker box carpet. It's kind of interior custom mats is what it says. It's custom mats. It's from AutoZone. It's 10 bucks. It's a pretty good sized piece, so should do this whole thing pretty easy. I'm gonna set this stuff off to the side here right quick. Unroll this bad. Oh yeah, this thing's plenty big enough to do this box. And I'll probably have a little extra. So, first thing, need to put this under here. Spray adhesive out. That works pretty good, didn't it? Now what you can do is you fold this piece over, and it just like you did the other piece. It's nice and even, squared up. Tuck it in real good. Make sure that you're not going to cut yourself. And voila. Okay. Got a little bit of glue on this side to clean up too, but should be alright. Okay. Okay, so we got a few remnants left. Might be enough to do something with later. Filler, small project, something, maybe a single sub box or possibly something else. But what I'm gonna go ahead and do with it, roll it up here, because I'm just gonna put it back here on the shelf and then wait for a different project to show up or something or whatever. Find my hole, cut it down the middle, sort it down the middle again, both sides. Find my terminal and a Phillips screwdriver. This should work. See if we can get this bad boy in here. It up. Snug-a-bugaboo. And now we have a finished speaker box. Well, except for subs. Get sub. Well, ladies and gentlemen, now that I have the sub box done for the Zx2 project, I do still need to get an amp and a set of subs. I'm pretty good with the component speakers and the satellites and actually the head unit that's in the Zx2. Anyways, guys and gals, I sure appreciate you guys watching. If you're new to the channel, feel free to like, subscribe, hit notifications if you wish. If you've been around a while, sure appreciate you guys and gals stopping by Roy's Customs to see what's going on with the channel and what's going on with the projects. So thank you very much, and y'all have a spectacular day or night, whichever one it is for you. Peace out.